Sunday afternoon in Sunrise, Florida, and less than 24 hours after a wild shootout win over Tampa Bay, the Boston Bruins are warming up for a rare 5 o'clock start against the Panthers.
Hi, Peter. How are you? Good to have you with us. How did you think of the game last night? It was exciting.
Bruins owner Jeremy Jacobs has a home nearby, so he and his family are at the game and catching up with general manager Peter Chiarelli.
It wasn't pretty, but we found a way to win.
Yeah, we did that.
But I don't mind that on the road.
No, I like winning.
As the Jacobs family welcomes more guests and the game gets underway, it's clear that Jeremy Jacobs isn't just the Bruins owner, he's a Bruins fan. And despite being 1,463 miles south of Boston, he's not alone here.
God, there's a lot of Bruins fans here.
Last night, I guess there was a ton too.
Oh, God, they were noisy as hell about it.
The Bees go on to a 5-2 win over the Panthers, which makes the team and the owner very happy. Following the victory, the Bees have a rare day off on the road, and the boss has invited everyone over to the house for a cookout.
How are you, young man? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hey, you remembered.
How can I forget?
Being the captain of the Bruins means that you are the leader on and off the ice. So when Big Z goes to the owner's house, he does not come empty-handed.
Thanks a lot for coming, guy. You're looking good. You're looking good for a big guy.
The first order of business is to get some sunblock on. Then it's time to eat. And there's plenty of sushi, salmon, chicken, and of course, some good steaks.
Well, thanks a lot for having us over.
Oh, God, this is fun.
And naturally, Tuukka's birthday had to be properly celebrated. Once the meal is over and Tuukka's cake is served, it's time for the guys to have some fun.
I don't understand how you hit it that far.
There it is. About time. About time. There's one. I got some dignity. Smitty, feel it, buddy. Feel it.
The boys are certainly making themselves at home and enjoying the Jacobs family hospitality. Not surprisingly, one Bruin is up to his usual shenanigans.
Or the 60 from 100. 90 to 100. That's my yardage. Yeah.
I got one.
You did?
Yeah.
Over by the tree?
Hey, where'd you get the gas spikes?
Thanks to Jeremy Jacobs and his family, it has been an epic off day for the boys. Now, it's back to work, and they can leave the sunblock behind because next stop on the roadie is Montreal.
Okay, now we're going with 2 here. Just shoot the puck here. Shoot the puck.
The Bruins players are back on the ice at the Bell Center preparing for the Canadiens. With a veteran team and a coach like Claude Julien, practice is a well-oiled machine.
Be sure we're sharp here. 2-on-1. Turn it into a scoring chance.
And there's always room for some good-natured bantering with the guys.
You know why you fell, eh? Because you were cheating, you were offside, and it was karma. You were offside by at least 2 feet.
No!
Yes. Come on, Johnny, on the tape here, on the tape. No, it wasn't on the tape. He had to reach. Don't give me that, yeah.
I'm just trying to see.
Coach is always right. Coach is always right. He's got 4 goals last 5 games. How many you got? That guy, Soupy.
I got 21.
No. Last 4 games? Last 5? Yeah. That's one, okay. See, making fun of him. He's got 4 goals in the last 5 games.
As practice winds down with the usual sprints and stretching, Coach has a few final words for the boys about the big game.
Different. We just got to come out here, play our game, and play the way we know we can by putting pucks in and forechecking, winning the battles. You know, great breakouts, quick neutral zone transition. All those things, guys, work against any team you play. doesn't matter what team. So we got to do that tomorrow.
Tonight in Montreal, the Boston Bruins look to build on their lead in the Atlantic Division with a win over the Habs. 3 of the Bruins players, however, will not be on the ice for the game. Daniel Paille, Dougie Hamilton, and newcomer Corey Potter are tonight's roster scratches. But just because they aren't playing doesn't mean they get the night off. While their teammates hit the ice, the scratches get changed and hit the gym.
8 sprints, 4 minutes, or 6, 5.
It starts with 20 to 25 brutal minutes on the bike, followed by push-ups, free weights, and core work. In total, the routine lasts around an hour.
Yeah, I'll feel it tomorrow for sure.
After the workout, it's straight to the press box to catch the rest of the game.
There it is. That's nice. Kells or Carl? Carl? It's been hot lately, eh? On fire.
Arriving after a scoreless first period, their timing is perfect because the Bees are lighting it up in the second.
That was pretty sweet. That was unreal.
Watching from up high is a great way to see what's happening on the ice, and a chance for the newly acquired Corey Potter to find out more about the Bees' systems.
We'll have one guy go here, right? And then push, and then we'll have the wide guy follow the guy in the middle.
It's a solid effort by the Bruins, and with the game ending, the guys who didn't play head down to offer their congrats to the guys who did.
Sick, Bart. Unbelievable. Hi, boys. Good job, man.
It's 6 wins in a row for the Black and Gold. Now, it's back to Boston to keep this train rolling.
Hey, sick.
In February, we asked fans what they wanted to see on upcoming Behind the Bee episodes. Overwhelmingly, the sentiment was more Tuukka. So, after the Finnish netminder earned his 2nd win in 2 days by beating Phoenix, we spent a few days on Tuukka time.
What's up? Are you playing? No? Okay, I'll hang out here then. Go back. What's up? Not much.
Once the Bruins game against Carolina starts, Tuukka gets his Bruins ball cap and takes his seat, where he gets an up-close and personal view of the action.
Not a fan of that. Why would you use that dry hands or whatever they have, you know? Like,
I tried it.
It doesn't work?
My hands are wet.
Yeah?
It only lasts for like
Keep
maybe 4 minutes.
keep putting that baby powder.
I don't need soft hands, bud. I do not need soft hands.
The Bruins take a 2-zip lead into the third, then blow it open midway through the period, which lightens the mood on the bench considerably.
Milsey was a forward on that one, eh? Holy
3 defenders on his back.
yeah.
We have a winner in band number 3. Congratulations.
What do you mean? Bobby Boucher? Yeah.
Another good effort for the boys as they run the win streak to 8 and head into a well-earned off day.
Great game, Chad. Nice, buddy. Congrats.
The next day in Norwood, Mass., the good folks at Monkey Sports and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Massachusetts and Rhode Island have arranged to grant the wish of 9-year-old Maddie. Maddie is a huge Bruins fan and plays goalie. Today, she is getting outfitted from head to toe with new gear. But there's also a special surprise guest to help her out.
So, Maddie. Hey, Madison. So, I'm Tuukka. Nice to meet you. You need some help picking out the goalie gear, or? Maybe? You surprised? Yeah, I was just on the neighborhood. I heard you were here, so I decided to come by.
Once Maddie gets over the initial shock of meeting her favorite goaltender, there's lots of equipment to try on.
Ready? Try to squat a little bit. Bend your knees. Yeah. That's how you're going to be standing in the game, like this. Looks like I don't have to go to the practice tomorrow. Want to take my spot?
The true test of goalie equipment isn't how it looks or even how it fits. No. The real question is, does it work?
All right, ready? Nice. Yeah. You got a lot of equipment on, right? See, it doesn't hurt when it hits you in the head, right? That's it. Yeah, awesome. Maddie's strong. I like it.
A memorable experience for one special little girl. And by the sounds of it, Tuukka and Maddie will be seeing each other again very soon.
Yeah, you want to come and watch our practice? And have a pizza party afterwards? Meet all the players? Yeah? Are good?
If you're a Bees fan, chances are that St. Patrick's Day is one of your favorite days of the year. This year, the Bruins celebrated by taking the ice in their crowd favorite warm-up jerseys. And then steamrolling the Minnesota Wild for a 4-1 victory.
Roma Ginla scores twice. Tuukka Rask stops 33 shots for Boston.
The Bees' win means it's a happy St. Paddy's Day in Boston. But while the team and the fans celebrate, the equipment guys are on the move.
I got a soup.
The Bruins play in New Jersey tomorrow night, so it's a fast pack after the victory, made more complicated by the post-game crush of fans and media.
Are you with me, Tito?
Everyone on the team and staff pitches in to make sure there's a quick departure. From Keith Robinson running a forklift to video analyst Jeremy Rogalski helping pack the truck. Amidst the craziness, assistant equipment manager Matty Falconer makes sure to get Jerome McGinley a game puck from his historic 1300th NHL tilt.
That's from the last goal.
Oh, really? Thanks,
A few final autographs and pictures, and then it's off to Jersey. Sure enough, the next day finds the Bruins in northern New Jersey for Game 69 of the regular season.
Got time, Z!
Tonight, Chris Kelly and the boys will be looking to run their win streak to 10, but it won't come easy against a determined Devils squad.
Go! Cole, shoot it!
You go right side of me or left side?
You shoot that.
I caught that.
You shoot that.
Oh, I heard you.
Yeah, but then I was like, when the guy, I said, go, Carl. Like okay. When the guy, first he left you. No, but you shoot that.
With a tenuous 1-0 lead in the first, Chris has a question for the ref.
Why is that not icing? Why wasn't that icing? Okay, I'm just asking.
You were asking from the bench, right?
Yeah.
So when I get back in and say, actually, I'm not yelling at you.
No.
Talking loud so you can hear.
You don't talk loud.
After the Devils tie it early in the second period, the Bees respond with 2 goals inside of a minute, one of them shorthanded.
Here's a Kindle with a shorthanded bid. The shot scores!
And then Kelly adds the insurance in the third.
Go! Great play, Carl. Good job, boys. Good. Yep. My elbow pad's all mangled.
Drive that net,
Something was going in. It was either puck or me.
Chris's third period strike gives the Bruins the cushion they need to cruise to a 4-2 win. That's 10 in a row, people.
Attaboy, Johnny!
And your Boston Bruins are officially the hottest team in the NHL.
Good job.
As the Bruins lift off from New Jersey and head west, there's time for a meal and some catch-up with family and friends.
Is that like garlic butter?
There's also some good teamwork at the dinner buffet.
There we go. Help tip.
2 nights later, the boys are back to work at the Pepsi Center in Denver against the Colorado Avalanche. After missing the last 2 games due to injury, Johnny Boychuk is back in uniform and looks ready to play. But with the team playing well and extra D-men available, Coach Julien makes the decision to give Johnny 1 more game off. Usually, scratches are sent up to the press box to watch games, but in Colorado, the scratches get special seats, 2nd row on the glass. It's not a goal, and it's not a save. But early in the second, there's one of those moments that is sure to be locker room fodder for the coming days.
Bernie punched Marshall in the face. Yeah. That's awesome.
Later in the second, Carl Soderberg makes it 2-0 Bruins. And once again, though they're a long way from Boston, it sure doesn't feel like it.
Look how many fans are here. Look how many fans are. I know.
Chad Johnson is sharp, stopping 31 shots en route to his 2nd shutout of the season. The win makes it 11 in a row and officially locks up a playoff berth for the Bees.
Playoffs. That way, Matty. That way, Z. That way, Marshall.
The next day, in Glendale, Arizona, the team has meetings to prepare for the last game of the trip against the Coyotes. Before the serious stuff starts, the boys spend some time revisiting the incident from the night before.
We finally had a dog punch in the face last night.
Kels, you know I hate you so much. They haven't passed you at 28.
At least they don't punch me in the face.
Who punched him? What are you laughing at, Jordy?
I was sitting right by the board when it happened.
Marcy, who's punching you in the face? Bergie.
This is hilarious. Size chance.
It was a right.
Took it.
It was a right hook too.
Who punched you in the face?
Good thing it wasn't the left.
Because he hates him.
Because I didn't pass him on the 2-1.
Pretty sure that's not the last we'll hear on that one. But now, it's time to drop the puck and play a little hockey in the desert.
Oh, it's going to be ready. They'll be ready to jump today.
They didn't play last night, did they?
No. I expect us to be better today than we were last night.
Let's win this first 5 minutes here. Get ourselves going.
Look at this guy blowing. Johnny's got to be aware.
Thanks to Patrice Bergeron, the Bruins do win the first 5 minutes. But after that, Phoenix rallies. In the second, the Bruins find themselves behind for the first time in 6 games.
Hey guys, it's time we start those games like this out in the place. Let's start playing hockey here.
That's a great screen. See it from the back. He's like trying to look around here, no chance. That hit your sweater, I think. Yeah, we're off my pants. That's it, 30. Yeah! Like that.
Iggy's empty netter finalizes this one 4-2. A rousing come-from-behind victory. The streak is at 12, and the boys are coming home.
Ciao, Fess! Ciao, bud! Mike?
When the 2013-14 NHL schedule came out, the month of March looked to be grueling. 17 games in 31 days, 6 sets of back-to-backs, and some daunting road trips against opponents fighting for their playoff lives. The Bees met these challenges head-on and ran off a winning streak that has them atop not only their division, but the entire Eastern Conference. With only a few weeks to go in the regular season, the goal for the Black and Gold is simple: continue their consistent play and carry this momentum into the postseason. Following the victory, the Bees have a rare day off on the road, and the boss has invited everyone over to the house for a cookout.
How are you, young man? Happy birthday.
Thank you. Hey, you remembered.
How can I forget?
Being the captain of the Bruins means that you are the leader on and off the ice. So when Big Z goes to the owner's house, he does not come empty-handed.
Thanks a lot for coming, guys.
It's a Sunday afternoon in Sunrise, Florida, and less than 24 hours after a wild shootout win over Tampa Bay, the Boston Bruins are warming up for a rare 5 o'clock start against the Panthers.
Hiya, Peter. How are you? Good to have you with us. How'd you think of the game last night? It was exciting.
Bruins owner Jeremy Jacobs has a home nearby, so he and his family are at the game and catching up with general manager Peter Chiarelli.
It wasn't pretty, but we found a way to win.
Yeah, we did that.
I don't mind that on the road.
No, I like winning.
As the Jacobs family welcomes more guests and the game gets underway, it's clear that Jeremy Jacobs isn't just the Bruins owner, he's a Bruins fan. And despite being 1,463 miles south of Boston, he's not alone here.
God, there's a lot of Bruins fans here.
Last night, I guess there was a 10-2.
Oh, God, they were noisy as hell about it.
The Bees go on to a 5-2 win over the Panthers, which makes the team and the owner very happy.
You're looking good. You're looking good for a big guy.
The first order of business is to get some sunblock on. Then it's time to eat. And there's plenty of sushi, salmon, chicken, and of course, some good steaks.
Well, thanks a lot for having us over.
Oh, God, this is fun.
And naturally, Tuukka's birthday had to be properly celebrated. Once the meal is over and Tuukka's cake is served, it's time for the guys to have some fun.